Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Reza Rejai. Good to be here, and thanks for taking part of your lunchtime to be here. I was told that they need 10 minutes, someone to fill 10 minutes of the lunchtime. Are you willing to do it? And I said, sure. What else am I going to do? So, as Jose said, last year we were here talking about the creation of Oregon Cybersecurity Center of Excellence with Representative Nathanson. And I'm here to give you an update of what the center has done since last year. And more importantly, I want to tell you about ways you could engage with the center. So just briefly, for those of you who do not know about the center was established last year with the introduction or passing of Bill HB House Bill 2049. The center is co-led by PSU, OSU, and U of O. We have many elements of the center. In order to operate in place, we have an operating agreement. We established and defined a charter, and we created an advisory council. I think some of the council members, actually, I saw some of them here, and the council members have been holding a quarterly meeting over the past year. The scope of activities for the center is laid out in the bill, but some of the main areas that we are focusing on are workforce development and training, service and advisory, public awareness and outreach, and research and development. So what I want to do in the next 5-10 minutes is to just quickly walk you through some of our activities in these areas so you know what we have been up to, and hopefully you find ways to get involved. Focusing on the area of workforce development, one of our main activities that we were involved in even prior to the creation of the center was Northwest Cybersecurity Summer Camp for high school students. So these are the camps that are week-long camps. We hold in different locations. It has a specific curriculum. High school students come and get involved in various activities, and the purpose of that is to encourage them to pursue a cybersecurity education beyond high school. So we had these camps. The information is in the slide. In 2023, we had them in 4 locations. Some of these locations have multiple camps. In particular, some locations focus on girls-only camp, and we had 4 of those, 6 camps at 4 locations, and total of 120 students. In 2023, as you see, the number increased to 9 camps, and we had 147 students, and we kept closer tab of demographic of students' body and those information. This happened this summer, and there is a follow-up conference at Portland this Friday, I believe. And then in December, we also have another event for Capture the Flag events for high school students. Moving forward for next summer, now that we have a good handle of this event and how we want to run this event, we are interested to expand this event to Central and South Oregon and tribal communities. So we see the impact, we know how we could do this, and we want to scale it to a larger group of high school students. Along the way, we also secure funding from NSA to support some of these grants, and allows us to go further and have more students. And one of the things that we are interested to do next year is to have a camp for high school teachers. So we help them develop curriculum so they can go and introduce in their high schools. Sort of switching to other programs, there are a number of undergraduate and graduate degrees that all 3 universities offer related to cybersecurity. Just walking you quickly through some of those. So OSU has a bachelor's degree that has cybersecurity option. It has been in place since last fall and currently have close to 400 students. OSU, as some of you may know, has created a cybersecurity teaching SOC that offers experiential learning. And this also has been in place for 2-3 years now and has served, this year they have more than 33 students and have served more than 57 students, and it's growing fast. Here at U of O, we started 6 months ago to create our own teaching SOC, and now we are actively working in standing that up. Let's see, I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. This is about a bachelor's degree, of cybersecurity. So we started our bachelor's degree of cybersecurity in computer science department that was active since last fall. We haven't promoted as much honestly, because we didn't know we have enough resources to support large number of students who are coming in. This year, we had more than 250 applicants, and 25 students were admitted as freshmen to this program. And currently, we have, I think, 30-something students that are in this major. We also offer 100-level course in cybersecurity that is a core education course, and students from all majors take this class. In our mind, this helps elevate and enhance cyber literacy across the campus by allowing all the students from different majors and background taking this sort of general cybersecurity course. We have been working on a master's degree and certificate degree at U of O, and we are now going through approval process, and we hope to start offering them next year. PSU also has a number of programs in this area. They have a certificate in cybersecurity, and they also have a security track in their master's program. These are the programs that are already active. PSU also have a cyber resilience certification program. This has been a very active program that is targeting employees from local governments and public entities. This is a program that they're rapidly expanding it, and I think since 2022, they have had more than 40 students going through this program. Another element of our workforce development is Cybersecurity Certification Scholarship Fund. This is a fund that pays for the certification exam for community college students. This is a certification that many of them need for their job, and Mount Hood Community College has been managing this fund, and the center got involved to help them with this process. The current funding is expected to support more than 400 students to pay for this exam, and you see the number of 9 different community colleges that are involved in this process to benefit their students. Moving on to cybersecurity services. So as I mentioned, ORTSOC is a SOC, a teaching SOC and research SOC that OSU has established 2-3 years ago and have been in operation. They are currently serving a number of organizations across Oregon, and they plan to expand the capacity, double the capacity by next year. Here at UFO, we have been, over the past 6 months, we have been catching up and trying to create a teaching SOC to allow a student in the cyber major to have a very good experiential learning experience, and by participating in that SOC. So right now, we are recruiting, as we speak, we are recruiting a manager and an engineer for a SOC. So I want to ask all of you that if you know good candidates, please have them check out the position that is posted at U of O positions and apply so we can recruit strong members for this team. We also, for our SOC, we are relying on cloud-based services because we don't want to maintain infrastructure and we want to be able to scale quickly. So we are working with a couple of vendors that provide those cybersecurity services. We would like to add more vendors to that system. So if you are a vendor and want to be our partner, please reach out to us, and we would love to get you involved in this effort. We are also, all 3 organizations are also working to acquire a cyber range to provide, again, more experiential learning opportunities. Our goal is to support other groups and institutions across the state, so it's not just limited to the 3 universities that are directly involved in the center. I have a list of other collaborations, partnerships, and outreach that we have done. Frankly, this has been a major investment over the past year because many entities across the state didn't even know that the campus exists, or they were not clear about the role of the center. So you see the number of entities that we have been engaged with in terms of collaboration and advisory, and also as partners and outreach. Again, if there are entities here, companies, government agencies, institutions that like to be part of the center, we would love to connect with you and get you involved. That's one of the main reasons I'm here. So that was kind of my quick summary of high-level activities we have done. Now I'm kind of switch into a more, did I do something? Or is that, are you disconnecting it from up there? Sure, you should have told that to Jose.
We could lose power here.
Oh, this. Oh, that
You
connected
rebooted
from there?
it. It went.
Well, I'll-
Just improvise.
So we have been so I'm gonna spend a couple of minutes talk about project at U of O that we have been working on in case it is of interest to some of you. So we have been working with the state CISO to find ways to get our research techniques involved in assessing a resiliency of cyber infrastructure across the state. So that's a project that is going on with that office. We have another project that was actually submitted recently as a proposal to the HEC, and that is intended to bring cybersecurity education to high schools. So we are partnering with 25 high schools that are minority serving, as well as Department of Education, OSU, and Chemeketa Community College, to mentor, support, and facilitate high school students to pursue cybersecurity education. So we actually send mentors to these high schools, have them talk to these folks, design campus tours that are customized for them, bring them to campus so they see themselves in this environment and consider applying. We also look at the curriculum for high schools and try to develop a culturally responsive curriculum for Oregon high schools so they can actually offer these courses at the high school level. That's another effort. And this is part of the NICE project that I'm talking about. We're also looking at our own curriculum at the college level to make sure that it addresses all the good practices, incorporates all the good practices for diversity, equity, and inclusion, and providing support for students once they joined the university. With Jose's team actually, and a number of students, we are creating an entity we call the Risk Clinic. And the goal of this is to go to different government entities, and right now we are focusing on water districts, and do an initial risk assessment of these entities, because there is a lot of funding from federal government, but the state doesn't know where the needs are. So these assessments are intended to identify the needs more clearly so they can use those dollars properly. We are also looking at connecting with community colleges and assess the pathways for students when they go through to community colleges and want to continue through universities, to make sure the pathways are clear and the students don't have many major barriers as they go through those programs. Last but not least, this is my favorite, we have a number of research projects related to cybersecurity that we would love to partner with different entities and deploy them. One of those projects is using machine learning AI to detect DDoS when we couple those models with programmable data plane telemetry. So if your organization is interested in deploying some of those solutions, we are ready to partner with you. So this is my, okay, this doesn't go forward. Anyway, so I have another slide that it seems to be dealing with all the technical difficulties that come up today. So I guess my last slide is I'm here to encourage and invite everyone to get engaged with OCCOE. If you're a student or individual interested in this topic, I hope you consider participating in our program and take advantage of those training. If you are a vendor or a company, we would like to get you involved in various operational programs that we have. Use your expertise, use your equipment, promote your services. At the same time, we could provide these services for different stakeholders across the state. If you are government agencies, we would like to know your problems and see how we could serve you with the services that we provide. Who am I missing of different groups? So if there are ways that you could see yourself involved in the center, we would love to talk to you. I'm going to be around. I don't know, I don't have time for questions, right? So I'm going to be around outside, and happy to chat with you offline and answer any question. Thanks for the time, and hopefully this was a good lunch entertainment. So.